Hi besties. I just get so excited when I get to make these videos. How are you? There's no more water. It is so cloudy. I'm so over this rain. I'm so over it. I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. I hate it. Sorry, I had to be negative for a second. Hi everybody. How's it going? How are you? Hey, let's start with our intro. Hey everybody, I'm G. If you don't know me, I hope you're here to learn more about me. Hey guys, how's it going? How's your heart? Okay, good, we'll work on that. You already know what it is. You already know by the title. You already know, you know that I make these every single semester in hygiene school. At the end, I love to share with you guys what I learned this semester, what I found most important, and just like little things that I've picked up on as the semester has gone on. I started this after my first semester in school, and I thought it was a really cute tradition and a really good way of making like these little time capsules, you know, because years down the line, I'm not gonna remember what it was like, how I felt in hygiene school, and maybe somebody else is also going through these things and like wants to know that someone validates their experience, and I am nothing but here to validate you. This semester, the last semester, wow. They weren't lying. They weren't lying. It wasn't going to be easy. I remember our program director said that last semester of hygiene school, I think I was running on fumes. And to be honest with you, same. Because there's so much going on, especially at our school. I am in a bachelor's program, so we have research that we do. I think every hygiene school you do research. Actually, I don't know. I really don't know because I only know about mine. You do research that last year in school, and it is brutal because we do. So my school is, like I said, a university. It's a 4-year program. So we do like actual, it's not primary research because I did that in college, but it's secondary research. So basically you pick a topic, you pick like a research question, and based on the research that's already out there, you kind of compile it and present it. It's not research where we're actually in a lab. I've done that before, and this was very different from that. And yeah. That's my information for you guys on that. So this semester is killer because you're taking boards, you have research, you have interviews for temp agencies for actual jobs, you have that last semester that starts to hit and you get really emo. I'm not somebody who does well with change. It really freaks me out, even though like I get used to it and it'll be fine. But in the moment, I don't do well with the idea of abandonment or the idea of change. It scares me and it freaks me out. So I am here to share with you guys my favorite things and the things that I really feel like I learned this semester in hygiene school. So let's go ahead and jump into the video before I blabber on for like 3,000 years. So the first thing that I want to say about the last semester in hygiene school is just trust the process. It's all about to click. The light bulb is about to go off. I promise. I promise. Does it take a second? Yes. Okay. It does, but it happens. So everything you learn in school, you really feel like it's all making sense as it's happening, and newsflash, you don't understand it as it's happening. You're only going to understand it once it finally clicks, and it didn't actually make sense to me until the last 2 months of school. Everything they taught us, the instruments, exploring how everything ties together, hygiene diagnosis. Everything they teach you finally starts to make sense, and you finally start to feel like a healthcare provider. You finally start to feel like a clinician. You finally start to feel like you have a hold on the patients that are sitting in front of you and that you could take anything on. Okay, I promise you, you're almost there. Just give it a couple months and it'll click, and then you'll go, oh wow, so this is what it feels like to be a dental hygienist. I promise you, you will be fine. Just give it a second, okay? And this kind of piggybacks on that, but it's like a little print. It's like a little, like if that was like number 1, this would be A. Do not wait to take your boards. Take them early, okay? I'm just telling you this now. I took mine in March, and it sucked having to study all through spring break, and it sucked having to study January, February, and like a bit of March. It sucked, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I am so glad now that I took it early so that I can focus on interviews, I can focus on other licensing exams that I have to take, and I could focus on research after I took it. I am telling you, just take it early. Do yourself a favor, take it early, be done. Like, put that in the rearview mirror so you don't have to worry about it anymore, okay? I'm telling you, the earlier you start, the better it'll be. So this one's a little emo, but if you've been following my journey over the past like 2 years, it'll kind of make sense to you. The second thing I learned in hygiene school this semester is that I slowly have started to come back to myself, and it is the most beautiful process. I have finally started to rediscover parts of myself that I lost, and I was really sad that I lost, but it's like rediscovering all of your favorite movies and your favorite books. It's like watching them again for the first time. You get to see those parts of yourself that you love so much like come out of your personality again, and you see them in real time, and you're almost like, it's almost like an out-of-body experience, and you're like, oh, there she is. There she is. She's been hiding, but she was in there. And I have missed her quite a lot, so I'm holding on very, very, very tight. You finally start to feel like a human again this last semester because you're not taking as many exams. I think we took like 1 exam in actual school, or maybe like 2, I can't remember. But I can't even remember, like it happened and they were done. But you really will start to come back to yourself, and it's like the most beautiful process ever. It's like coming home to yourself again, and it's great. And you kind of see the parts of yourself that intertwine into hygiene, and like the part like, and how that makes you a better hygienist. I don't know, I just love it. I really, really do. And that one's simple. I don't want to get into that one too much because I might cry, but I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Okay, so the next thing that I learned, this one kind of goes back, because as you're learning in school, you kind of feel like, okay, I learned this, so now I have it and I understand it, and like I've got it. I'm doing it the perfect way. There's no other way that I could do this, and I'm right? Like you think you've got a hold on it, so you don't need to ask for help. Please, for the love of God, ask for help with your scalings and your cleanings and every step of the way. Do not tire of asking your professors questions, okay? They have been hygienists for much longer than you have, okay? For a much longer time than you have. They've seen every patient under the sun that you could probably imagine. They know what they're doing, so ask them questions. For example, I was doing a scaling on a moderate patient recently, and for whatever reason, there was a piece of calculus that I could not get off between a premolar and a molar, and that is the bane of my existence. The space between a premolar and a molar makes me want to just like take the H67 and like gouge my eyes out. I can't stand it. But anyway, there was a piece of calculus that I couldn't get out, and I was getting really, really frustrated. And I was using the Cavitron, and that wasn't working. And I was using the Nevi2, and that wasn't working. I was using my Barnhart, and that wasn't working. And I know you're not supposed to take the Nevi subgingivally, but I'm telling you guys, sometimes you get desperate in school. So my professor came over, and I told her the situation, and she was like, oh, okay, try this. So she used my Cavitron in an exploratory stroke, and then she wasn't using the water, but the second she felt that calculus, like the bump, she turned the water on and started scaling it, and just like went at it so lightly. And she was like, okay, explore it. And I was like, how did you get that off? And she was like, it's just, these are small things that you learn along the way that really help you. So that's like things they don't teach you in school technically, or they don't teach you in clinic, because like it's not textbook, might we say, but no patient is textbook, right? Like no patient fits a perfect mold of being a patient. So you kind of have to alter treatment as you go. So please don't be afraid to ask questions to your faculty. It will only make you a better clinician, and it will only make you a better student and a better person. I've gotten so much closer to so many of my faculty members this last semester, and I appreciate it, and I love it so much, because they will be my colleagues, which is so weird. So weird. And I like refuse to call any of them by their first names, and I don't think any of them watch my videos, but if they do, I just know that like if I ever have to say your first name, I'm going to cringe internally, okay, for the rest of my life. But with that being said, trust your faculty in hygiene school. They're there to make you better, and they're there to help you, even though sometimes you feel like they're after you, or sometimes you feel like they're trying to ruin your grades. I promise you, they are there to help you. And they just want you to succeed. They want you to be the best dental hygienist you can possibly be. And come graduation, you will thank them. I'm just telling you that you will thank them. This video is a little shorter, but it's just because like I feel like I'm getting to the point really quickly. So the next thing I want to talk about, okay, so this is the very last thing, and this is serious, okay? You are a healthcare provider, start acting like it. So much of the world, so much of society wants to downplay dental hygienists and dental hygiene as a profession, as a career. It's not a job. It is a career path, and it is a profession, and it is like you have to have passion to be a dental hygienist. Otherwise you will burn out in about 3 seconds. I feel really passionately about that. You are smart, you are capable, you have so much knowledge in your brain. You have been taught so much in school. And I guess I can't speak to other programs, but mine specifically, there are so many things that I know how to do, or like I know that are coming before they happen. And it is wild to me how underutilized we are as dental hygienists, and limitations that exist within our license and the different states. Like, I'm pretty sure in Colorado, like, I'm not pretty sure, like we've learned that in the state of Colorado, you basically get to use your license to its full capacity. And it's a beautiful thing, and you get to help so many more people doing that. And I'm not a mountain girly, but like, it just makes me wish that I was, so I could go practice there like that. Because at the end of the day, where you get into this line of work, you get into this career path because you want to help people. It does nobody good restricting, literally, it does nobody good restricting somebody's access to healthcare just because you want a tighter grip on your paycheck at certain humans of the world. It's selfish to a certain degree. But anyway, you are smart as a dental hygienist. Don't get lazy. Take your patient's blood pressure. You learned it in school. Do it in your chair. Do it in your operatory. It takes about 3 seconds. You can buy those little wrists, like the cuffs that go on your patient's wrist, and use that. I'm telling you, you guys, like, the more we get lazy as dental hygienists, or the reason we don't advance as a career, is what I'm really starting to realize and learn. And like, I don't ever want to lose this spark of loving hygiene and like taking care of my patients. I just really don't. And I hope that if I get to a point, I have somebody in my lane or somebody in my life who shakes me by the shoulders and says, do not forget what you are capable of. I know so much. Hygienists in general know so much, and they are some of the smartest humans I've ever met in my life. So just know that you are capable, you are smart, you are a healthcare professional, you are a healthcare provider. Start behaving like it. Walk with confidence in every room you're in. Be certain when you tell a doctor something. Be absolutely positive and confident in your abilities and your thoughts and your instincts. If you see something, say something. That doesn't just go for like other aspects of life, that also goes for oral health. If you know that there's something going on with a patient and you feel like it's not being addressed, tell that patient. Talk to somebody about it. You are here to help those patients. You get that license and the world is your oyster. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying, like, it baffles my mind how underutilized dental hygienists are. But anyway, that just really fires me up to like get more involved in my like hygiene associations and like get involved with all that kind of stuff. And I will. I know that I will. It's something that I'm already like talking to professors about. But anyway, that's that on that. Truthfully, hygiene school has been one of the greatest experiences of my life, but also simultaneously one of the worst experiences of my life because of how hard it was and how draining it was. I have never felt this exhausted in my life. I really thought college tired me out. Hygiene school is a different type of tired. It just is. But it was one of the greatest experiences ever. I have made lifelong friends in hygiene school, people that like truly understand me and understand a part of my life that I'm not gonna have to explain to anybody. And for that, I'm extraordinarily thankful. I can't wait to start seeing real patients and work in real time. And I don't know, I'm just excited for what is to come in the future. Don't think that you're losing me in any way, shape, or form, because you're not. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still gonna be making vlogs and content and all the different things and sharing all the hygiene things. So I love you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't believe I made it. I can't believe I did it. And if you're watching this video, I passed my boards, I passed my jurisprudence exam, I passed my OSCE, and all I have left is ADEX tomorrow. So fingers crossed I passed that and we are on our path to our license. I love you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope something good happens to you after you watch this video. If you have any questions for me, follow or comment down below. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm always posting on there. I love you and I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.